What's up, guys? Game Nut here, and welcome to episode number 2 of our Madden 19 Ultimate Team. Hope all of you guys are having fun playing Madden 19 right now, building up that coin total, pulling some elites out of packs. For us, it is time to go ahead and upgrade our measly 76 overall team. You guys know we brought in Brett Hundley as our starter for just one game. He was able to get us a victory, but we got to go ahead and get these goal players out of our lineup because right now, everybody's team is just filled with elites at every position, and we are definitely slacking right now, so we have to go ahead and bring in a lot of players to our team, and we have a lot to do today, so we got to go ahead and jump straight into things. Now, our first order of business will be our number 2 overall receiver, which you guys know is our Hall of Fame player, 80 overall, Terrell Owens. We take a look at his stats. It's not all that great. I mean, 76 speed, 78 catching, 81 catching traffic, 77 spectacular catch. It's not that great of a card. I mean, playing with it for the first time, being this 80 overall, like last episode, in that gameplay, he had a couple of drops like wide open that I didn't show you guys, so the card really doesn't play that well. So we're definitely going to go ahead and use our training points and get him up to an 85 overall. But EA went ahead and did like a little extension, I guess you could call it, to the Hall of Fame promo, which we can now get those Hall of Fame players all the way to a 90 overall. So once we head over to our set, you guys can see we've got tier collectibles from tier 6 all the way up to tier number 10, which you guys know probably goes with each overall. So tier number 6 will get us to an 86, tier number 7 collectible will get us to an 87, etc. So I only had myself enough of those 77 overall collectibles to get my, or a 77 overall Hall of Fame players to get the tier number 6 collectible, which now makes our Terrell Owens an 86 overall. So if we take a look at now his stats, we have an 82 speed, 84 catching, 87 catching traffic, 83 spectacular catch, a much improvement from what he was beforehand as an 80 overall. So we now have our number 2 overall wide receiver position locked down, and it is time to go ahead and get ourselves a bunch of different players at all of these positions. You guys are going to see Brett Hundley. He is gone, man. He did his job. He got us one victory, but it is time to go ahead and get ourselves a new starting quarterback for our season, along with a starting running back, a temporary one until we get ourselves an even better one. On the O-line, we're going to get ourselves a left guard and center, and over on the defense, we have 4 positions to upgrade as well, which is going to include our right outside linebacker, strong safety, defensive tackle, and our number 1 overall cornerback. So the first player we're going to go ahead and pick up is our running back, which is going to be, for now, our level master, which is Ricky Williams. So right now, we only have him as a 71 overall, and the stats are pretty bad, I'm not going to lie. But the way that you can upgrade your level master this year is by getting the level master collectibles. You know, obviously, it's not with training points this year, and I'm sure you guys can figure out the way that you get these level master collectibles is just by simply getting your MUT level up to, you know, the highest level possible. You know, every level, you get yourself a collectible. So currently, I'm MUT level 30, and I had enough collectibles to get my Ricky Williams all the way up to an elite version, which is now an 81 overall. You guys can see the card changed a little bit. As for chemistries, I put on the Ravens and Power Run. If we take a look at the stats, you know, it's still nothing to go crazy over. I mean, a 78 running back isn't anything, you know, like I said, crazy, but if we take a look at the previous version, it definitely is a slight improvement. So Ricky Williams, like I said, temporarily is going to be our running back for the next couple of episodes. Now, going along with the other master cards from this year, we have our MUT master, which is Ryan Shazier. You guys know starts off as a 70 overall. I also got myself enough collectibles for right now to get him as a 73 overall middle linebacker. Still not really all that great, but the next couple of players that are going to be joining our team came from these MUT level packs. I believe it's like every 4 levels or something like that. You guys know in the store, we get these fantasy packs that you can either spend with coins or points, and you get yourself a choice of an elite player. Now, I originally wasn't going to bring these players to my team until I decided, you know, I probably should just bring them into my team because why not bring in these elites to the team? Like, it's just stupid not to. And I didn't get any clips of me recording them. So, for starters, our center is going to be 84 overall Brandon Linder from the Jacksonville Jaguars, who has an 84 pass block and run block. A very well-rounded center. At right outside linebacker, we've got my man Terrell Suggs, an 82 overall, still getting it done at year number 16. Taking a look at his stats, he's got 84 strength, 83 block shed, and 84 power move. The guy is still a beast. And at strong safety, the last one from these MUT level master packs, we've got Jamal Adams, 81 strong safety from the Jets. And outside from his speed and his hit power, which is 85, the card honestly isn't all that great, especially the coverages. But as we go to my item binder now, you guys are seeing my power-ups. I've got a bunch of these, and you guys should know how I've been getting all these power-ups if you see my last coin making method video. But we did end up getting ourselves a Kawan Short power-up, and I did use my training points to boost him all the way up to an 80 overall. And you guys can see the stats: 82 block shed, 76 power move, 77 strength for Kawan Short. He is going to be our starting defensive tackle, which you guys know in past Maddens, I really don't ever use my defensive tackles, but I'm going to make a change this year. I'm going to start implementing them into my defense and actually, putting them to good use. And then last but not least, on the defense, we have our starting #1 cornerback, which is going to be Tavon Young, an 80 overall. And guys, trust me, I know you see the stats on the back of that card. Like, they're not really, like, overwhelming. They're actually pretty underwhelming, but trust me, the guy plays like an absolute monster for me. I can't wait for you guys to see the plays that he makes. And last but not least, on the offensive line, we have our left guard, another Jaguar joining us on the O-line, 85, Andrew Norwell. Again, another very well-rounded left guard. His stats look to be very good. So, finally, we have to go ahead. One last position. It is going to be our starting quarterback for this season. Now, some of you guys probably know who is going to be joining our team because you've been checking out my Twitch streams and you already know who this guy is, or because I spoiled it and he might be in the thumbnail or something like that. But the mystery player from last episode that not a lot of you guys did end up guessing is going to be 82 Jimmy Garoppolo. Shout out to the couple of you guys who were able to guess this correctly. Our quarterback for this season is going to be the Niners QB Jimmy G. Taking a look at his stats, 83 throw accuracy short, 76 mid, 69 deep, only 66 speed. So I'm kind of interested to see how Jimmy G is going to play for us, man. I mean, the stats really aren't all that great. Hopefully we can get through an entire season with him and, he doesn't start playing bad where we have to get ourselves a new quarterback. I'm going to try to ride the whole thing out with Jimmy G this season and see how he plays. But one last order of business that we have is our MUT loyalty tokens. I completely forgot to put this in the first episode, which I wanted to, but I did end up getting 12 of these. This is obviously from playing Madden 18, and with the 12, I decided to go ahead and use 8 of them on this defensive elite fantasy pack. So hopefully we can get ourselves a nice elite player to add to our lineup right now. First choice we have is 80 overall, right outside linebacker, Olivier Vernon. The second card is another 80 overall right outside linebacker. Okay, I mean, we just got Terrell Suggs, so I'm not interested in them. We've got 81 Marcus Williams. This is turning out to not be a very good loyalty pack for an elite player. And the fourth and final card, there we go. We got ourselves an 84 left end Calais Campbell. Obviously, this is a no-brainer here who we are going to be picking up. Our third Jaguar joining the team of the episode, Calais Campbell. Looking at the stats, he's got 84 tackle, 86 block shed, and 85 finesse move. Definitely a good boost to our defensive line. So one last look at the defense with now Calais Campbell there. You guys might be wondering what I did with the rest of my loyalty tokens because I did have 4 left over. I decided to go ahead and use just one of them on the wheel of coins, and I got myself a 75,000 coin quick sell. I could have had 1K, but I got 75K. That was definitely very nice to pull that. But in case any of you guys are also wondering, I did get myself a slight upgrade at kicker. We now have a 77 Dustin Hopkins, who only goes up about 3 kick power from our previous kicker. And as we go ahead and to check out our season, as you guys know, we did get a victory of the last episode, but I have been playing head-to-head overall on Twitch, so sometimes the seasons aren't going to be the same from episode to episode. So we are starting off fresh with our new quarterback, Jimmy Garoppolo. Let's see what he does, man.
Hi again, everyone. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Welcome to the NFL on EA Sports. With me, as always, Charles Davis.
So our first matchup here, you guys see my opponent's top 3. It was looking pretty good, and when I went into the depth chart, this dude's team literally had to have been like an 87 overall. He had almost all of the best core elites at every single position. It was absolutely insane. I just don't understand how EA's matchmaking works. Like, how is this fair that I get matched up against this guy? I don't know, but you guys can see the way this dude's playing. Pretty much the exact same way that everybody else is playing right now on Madden 19. They run the 2 halfback set. He's doing some stupid hot routes and whatnot, trying to beat every single coverage that you possibly can in the game. He picks up a big completion with Julio Jones on the first play. Almost has him for a touchdown, just out of bounds on the second. So the third play of the game, it's now 2nd and 10. Wentz looks to the end zone. And this time gets intercepted by Morris Claiborne, our gold cornerback. This dude is making some plays for us, still wanting to stay on the team. And after throwing the interception, my opponent throws his PlayStation out the window. Like, are you kidding me, man? You're going to have that kind of a team. You're going to play that way online. You throw one pick and you're going to quit the game? I don't understand this community sometimes, man. 1-0 going into our second game.
Hi again, everyone. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Welcome to the NFL on EA Sports. With me, as always, Charles Davis.
Okay, game number 2 of the episode. This guy's team was definitely a little bit more balanced towards ours. I mean, he was definitely a higher overall because, we're only an 80 overall. But, I think we can definitely manage on this game. So, first things first, we're going to give a carry to Ricky Williams. Didn't really go anywhere. On 3rd and 6 now, Jimmy G scrambling out of the pocket. I have to throw it away, so yeah, our first offensive drive, let's pretend that didn't happen. So we punted the ball to our opponent. He's coming out on offense now. LaShawn McCoy is his running back. This is a card that almost everybody has on their team, picking up him from that campaign solo sequence. So 2nd and 9 now, using Zach Brown running around on the field. He's got Antonio Brown wide open. Tavon Young is coming up with the tackle. Okay, I kind of want to see some interceptions out of Tavon Young, not some tackles. But 1st and 10, going back to LaShawn McCoy. That's the reason why so many people are picking him up. You guys see that spin move? He's so fast. Like, this card is really difficult to tackle and stop on plays. But 2nd and 9, you guys see what play my opponent's running here. And then he goes and just falls on the ground trying to avoid a big hit. He's going with the fake wide receiver screen, trying to set up the biggest cheese play that is currently in Madden 19, and then falls to avoid taking a big hit. Like, the way that some people play this game, man, I can't. Anyways, moving forward, Quan Short coming up with the tackle on 2nd and 6. That is his first of being on our team. The very following play, 3rd and 4, he tries to go with a quick pass to Antonio Brown. That is our power-up Champ Bailey, who comes up with the knockout, forcing it to be an incomplete pass. So on 4th and 4, he's actually going to go ahead and take his 3 points, or so he thought. We actually got the animation for a blocked field goal. We came up big, actually got the blocked kick, and how do you like that, man? Just like that, still a 0-0 game. You know, it's very hard to get a blocked field goal, especially, you know, it's rare to get the animation, let alone. I can't believe I actually was able to get that there. So coming out on offense, Jimmy G is going to Jimmy G for the first connection of this game. Going on 2nd and inches to Ricky Williams. He's able to pick up that 1st down. So a play later on 2nd and 8, going with the play action because he was running a lot of Tampa 2, but the route wasn't open for some reason. Going to Ricky Williams in the flats, and he gets destroyed by Sean Taylor. Oh my God, and then Jimmy G comes up with a hit stick. We don't get the fumble back though, but you know, that's great, Ricky Williams. I appreciate you fumbling the ball. So it's okay, though. I forgive you because Zach Brown, we grab ourselves the user interception, the first play back out on defense. So, you know, it's almost like nothing just even happened. We're still here on offense. After taking a sack on 1st down, it is now a 2nd and 15. We find Terrell Owens wide open in the middle of the field for a pickup of almost 30 yards. I'll play later on 2nd and 5 now. I see the opponent's defense, and it kind of looks like if I send Jimmy Graham right to the end zone, it will be a touchdown. And there it is, the first connection of Jimmy G to Jimmy G for our first touchdown of this game. That is the way that I like to see our offense working. So on 1st and 10, you guys see it. I mean, there he goes right back to the fake wide receiver screen. He's able to beat Champ Bailey for a big completion. 1st and 10, he's still going with now possession catches, and then on the 3rd play, he goes with out routes. Okay, this guy, the way he literally plays on offense is cancer, so I'm just going to save you guys some time. We were able to get a stop on 3rd down with 30 seconds left before halftime. He was able to put up a field goal. Didn't get a block this time, so the game is now 7-3. So with 30 seconds left, you guys are going to see the return here. Obviously, we've got a little bit of work to do. Maybe we can get a field goal before the half is over. Antonio Brown is putting on a juke and a spin move all the way down the sideline. He gets to the 37-yard line. Okay, that's definitely going to help us trying to get a field goal before halftime here. And, of course, we did take a sack on 1st down, but it is okay. 2nd and 18, Jimmy G scrambling out of the pocket. A missed sack by his user, and we find, once again, the other Jimmy G wide open in the middle of the field. We are now at the 30-yard line, and just like that, we call our timeout, and we put our 3 points back up on the board and continue to have our 7-point lead going into now the 3rd quarter. I definitely like the way that we were able to do that on offense. So, 2nd and 10 now, hopping into the 3rd quarter for my opponent, LaShawn McCoy, making guys miss. Zach Brown is able to catch him from behind, saving a touchdown. That was a 35-yard gain. Now a 1st and 10 from my opponent. He does have Baker Mayfield at quarterback. Gotcha, bitch. If you didn't notice, and that is going to be another interception this episode for Morris Claiborne. This guy is playing like a beast, man. If you guys want like a budget gold cornerback, try picking up this Morris Claiborne because he's definitely been playing pretty good for me so far. But on 2nd and 3, as we come out now on offense for the first time in the 3rd quarter, 2nd and 3 going wide receiver screen to Terrell Owens. Again, we took another sack on 1st down. That kind of seems to be like a big theme of this episode. So Jamal Williams checks into the game. Look at the spin move all the way down the sideline. Another 30-yard pickup for this offense. That is what I like to see, man. We're about to put some more points on the board, but I definitely spoke a little too soon because on 3rd and 3, I make a terrible read. Terrell Owens, that was actually our gold receiver, Coleman from the Saints, who was only a 76 overall. He wasn't able to hang on to that pass, so we did have to take our field goal. But we do still have a 10-point lead, which is a 2-possession game right now. And on 1st and 10, he goes to John Ross. That should have been a user interception. He's throwing it right at me. I can't believe that he just got away with that. On 2nd and 10 now, one play later, Baker Mayfield finds Antonio Brown with a deadly spin move, a nice block from his teammate, and he goes into the end zone just like that. And this game is now sitting as a 13-10 game. So my opponent can win this game. Now, we do have control of this game because we have the ball. All we need to do is pick up a couple of first downs. And Jimmy Graham right now is playing like an absolute beast. Shakes out of 2 tackles, picks up 17 yards on that play. You guys see it's 2nd and 19. Well, that's because we did take a sack on first down once again. We now find Antonio Brown threading the needle through that defense. That was definitely a big-time first down. That was a 2nd and 19. So now on 2nd and 7, we have Ricky Williams picking up the reception, getting 5 yards. 3rd and 2, we just need 1 first down. My opponent doesn't have any timeouts left, and you gotta be kidding me. The defensive tackle swats down the pass. It is now a 4th and 2. Guys, I'm going for this. I don't want to punt the ball. I feel confident in my offense right now. If we just get a first down, we can end this game. And we do just that, finding Terrell Owens wide open. I just went with the possession catch, man. Just make sure he grabs it, doesn't fumble it or anything stupid like that. It was a dangerous pass, too, right over my opponent's user's head. But just like that, I said he's out of timeouts. All we have to do now is just run the clock out, kneel the ball, and we got ourselves the victory. 13-10 was the final score of this game, and we continue on with our undefeated season with Jimmy G. He is now 2-0 on our team, and I am definitely liking the way that this team is coming along, man. So next episode, we are definitely going to get a bunch more players once again. I think we're just going to wipe out all of the goal players, get elites at every single position because, like I said, man, this year I feel like EA is like giving you elite players different ways, either from packs or solo challenges or objective rewards or just something, man. Just any way like to get us elite players at a faster rate. I feel like EA is doing that this year. So the goal players aren't really working out. Like, we got to get rid of those ASAP. So next episode, like I said, we're going to have a completely elite lineup, and I'm excited, man. So thank you guys all so much for watching. I hope you all enjoyed. If you did, be sure to put a thumbs up on the video, and I will catch you guys all in the next one. Take it easy, guys. Peace out.